Alright, there we go. Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of Animal Crossing New Horizons. Today's episode we're going to be checking out the Fishing Tourney. Now I've already gone ahead and basically completed the Fishing Tourney. The way it works is that you get 100 points, you get the Bronze Trophy, 200 gets you the Silver Trophy, 300 gets you the Gold Trophy. To get the Bronze Trophy though, it takes about, I would say, 2-ish hours of just straight fishing in the game. Like, it takes a long time because the amount of points you get are very minimal. If you have friends, which that's not going to be the majority of people, then you can make that go faster, because I think you get an additional 5 points or something like that. But yeah, no, just like in the base game, you get over 2, and then you get an additional 2 points. Like if you get 8 fish, you get 10 points. And you need that 100 points for the gold trophy. Now, you only need to do this once. So if you want the gold... I was talking about the bronze trophy before. But if you want the gold trophy, that's 300 points. So you only have to do that once. And then you never have to do it again. Because you don't need it, like, 4 gold trophies. You only need 1. So get whatever trophies you want. And then in the remaining fishing tourneys, you only have to participate once. You don't even have to get any items or anything. And you'll get the stamp on your Nook Miles and whatnot that you completed it. But I've gotten more than 100 points. I've gotten 130 because there are 13 items that you can get. You get 1 item per 10 swag points that you acquire. So you can get multiple variations. And the more points you get in, the more stuff you'll get, and they'll all be different each time, more or less. Like, it's not like the Nook Miles stop, where the items you get in there, like, it's the same coloration every single time. You can't get alternate colorations. No, you can get that here. It'll just take you a really long time. Some stuff doesn't have alternate colorations. Like, I think a painting, a rug, maybe some of the shirts or something, they don't have alternate colorations. But, just 100 points for swag. Got 10 points. It'll give me the last item I need, which is fish drying rack. Yeah, some of them are fish, some of them are squid on the drying rack. I got the wand, which, this is an easy way to get a wand, because to get wands, you not only need the recipes, but you need star fragments, or whatever they're called. And you need shooting star events to happen. And Isabel rarely ever goes on the announcements and says, there's going to be a meteor shower tonight. That rarely ever happens. So usually, you're just going to be working around your island at nighttime, and then you're just going to see a shooting star, and there's going to be like maybe 3 of them, and it's going to happen like every half hour or so. So that's not like a very efficient way to get them. So getting your feet off the ground with collecting the star stuff isn't really easy. There is an online tool for that, but you also have to record the weather patterns each day in order to tell you what seeds you have, and then you can view when shooting stars are going to be happening. But I'm going to show off these items here. And of course, the reason that I didn't actually do the fishing tourney with you guys is because it takes a long time. I just spent like 2-3-ish hours going through and getting enough points to get all the items. So I didn't want, because I would just have to cut all that out anyways. I wouldn't put that stuff in the episode. Ooh, this is nice. It's white. I actually really like that. So yeah, I'm just going to basically show this off. It's going to make it a shorter episode, but that's fine. That's the same coloration, I think. And yeah, the fish, so the bags, the pouchette, and the tackle bag both have the same colorations to them. Same with this fish tea, I think, as well. There's the fishing rod stand. The umbrella's the same too. Cooler and the fish print. Okay, that's a painting. And then we have the cooler. Okay. How should I do this? I think I should push this back. all the way over to this corner. This is in the way. I'm gonna grab it. There we go. Cooler's the same every time too. So about half the stuff has variation, and the rest of it doesn't. But you can push stuff all the way back over here. That's really interesting. There we go. Can I turn this? And then push it all the way? No. But I can have something behind it. If I do that, yeah, there we go. Now I can push this back here and have it like that. And there is one space back here where I can still put something, which is interesting. Oh, I'm gonna put the cooler over by this tree. I think the cooler is it a full 2 blocks or is it like 1.5? Also got this fishing rod right here. My pier is kind of short. That's fine though, doesn't really matter. Also a neat trick for getting a lot of points really fast. Grab a lot of bait. I had a lot of bait because I was trying to get the Nook Miles achievements for digging up manila clams. So I used up all my bait. I have no bait left. I used up like 4 stacks, so that's 40 plus another 2. So I used up 42 bait, and I just went on the pier and fished. That's how I got these 2 tuna actually. So, because I think you can get tuna. When can you get tuna? I don't think it's year round. No, it's not year-round. So you can only get it in the spring and the winter, pretty much. Yeah. I think November would be tail end of fall, though. So yeah, that's a good way to get tuna if you want. But that's a good excuse to catch any fish that you need. Just go to that specific location, whether it's the pier, the sea, a pond, a river, and just use fishing bait. And then you can probably catch the fish that you're looking for, that you're missing from your encyclopedia. So we have the wall, the rug. The rug's just a fish. There's no floor. Then we have this, the door plate, the anchor statue. Clear the favorite on that. And move this into our favorites. Where's... oh, I see it. It's right over here. Also got the Able sisters today. That's... oh no, it would have been yesterday because they're being built today. Over here. This Fishing Tourney, April 10th. Right now it's May 20th. Because I like to mention when I record these episodes, because I am time traveling, so it gives you guys sort of a perspective. Especially since, like, I'm time traveling in April, but it's actually May. And these episodes are also going to come out in, like, June or July. So, yeah, it kind of gives, like, a sort of perspective on when in the world I'm doing these things, like what time I am doing them. I'm going to go over to my house so I can show off the rest of the fishing stuff that I got. And I'm almost done moving some stuff around. Like, I don't know what I'm going to do with the area behind the resident services, but I'm going to have all the houses up here. This I really don't like because there's only one space, whereas up there, there's 2 spaces before the house. So I might... because I can't put anything in these guys' yards. Like, they don't have a yard, pretty much. And this is the jock. This is this guy right here. So... his name's Tank. Yeah, but I can't put any exercise stuff in front of his house. Because there's no room for it. So... yeah, I'm probably going to adjust it. But I don't want to adjust this area over here is the problem. This is my apple orchard. And this is Lolly's house. could have maybe had Biff, sorry, Tank. I keep calling him the first jock villager that I ever got on my first island for some reason. Probably because, like, this guy's a rhino. I think the other guy was, like, an elephant or no, not an elephant. No, he would have been a rhino. Or something similar. But yeah, no. I could maybe put his house over here and then put the exercise equipment in here. I don't know. I'm gonna have to figure that out. But I got the museum where I want it. I'm gonna move the shops to where I want them. Everything's come together. You guys will see more of that later on as well. Ooh, this is nice. It's white. You know what? I'm gonna give this to Lolly. Because I do think that it would be nice for her to have that on her door. Okay, let's check out this fish wall. The marine pop wall. Yeah, it's just a bunch of fishies on a wall. They look like anchovies. I got that from a balloon, so that's interesting. Can I? Nope. But I should just be able to without going into the... Oh, no, it's gonna put it over there. Okay, I have to go into this thing anyways to fix that. You know what, I might as well just put down the rug and see what that looks like. Yeah. And it's blue. I think it's always blue. Maybe. I don't know. I don't remember it not being blue. And my house is a mess. I've started my office and my bathroom over to the left. Don't have enough items to finish them off though. And I only ever upgrade my house if I need more storage. If I don't, I just don't bother upgrading my house at all. Because I'm using the bells to move houses around. And the way I set it up, I have my money trees, my apple orchard, and my pumpkin fields. Aside from that, I can sell the fossils I get each day and the seashells that come in each day. So I actually do make enough money to not only save money, but also enough to move houses around every single day, which is really nice. So it's actually not that, like, you don't need to use the stock market at all in order to, acquire enough money to do stuff in the game. Like, you can just easily... Oh, I think this is different, because I think this is usually a fish, not a squid of some sort. But yeah, if you just set up your farms really well, then you don't need to even use the stock market at all for money. The problem I have with it is there's no easy way to store your turnips. You're really just going to throw them on the ground outside. But then for that whole week, basically, you're not going to be able to, well, like, you have to set aside space for that. You're not going to be able to get a 5-star rating because you're going to have dropped items all over the ground. You can't keep them in your inventory. You can't put them in your storage. You can't drop them in your house, I don't think. So there's no easy way to store turnips. I don't understand why Nintendo didn't add that. Like, that's why every time I actually buy and sell turnips, I just time travel in that week. As long as you're going forward, they will not rot. If you go backwards, they rot immediately. So just doing that and using, like, the turnip tracker is a really easy way to do that. And it means that you don't have to worry about having turnips all over the place. Yeah, everything's coming together really nicely. Where is Lolly though? I don't even think I can give her something right now. So I'll have to wait for tomorrow. And these guys don't move. Like, it doesn't matter what you do, run up to them, talk to them, they're not gonna move. That's why there's like this gap here. Because this guy's in the way. He's straight up in the way. But yeah, in the mail tomorrow, I'm gonna be getting my bronze fishing trophy for participating in the fishing tourney. And where should I put the anchor statue? I think it's one block big. Yeah. So I should probably put it over here. Maybe I could have like a little fishing stall over here to sell stuff. But I was also thinking of putting like cafe or something over here, like some residential stores, something like that. I guess we'll just toss it down here for now. That's fine, it's not in the way of anything here. These items are really useful for like if you're decorating for like a fishing area. But getting them from the tourney is of course a random chance, so like you might have to spend some time getting them, which can be a real pain if you want like multiple fish stands or something. But yeah, that basically covers the fishing tourney. At least how you would do it from like a single player perspective. Of course, if you go to someone else's island in the other hemisphere, you can get like two at the same time, like spring and fall and whatnot. And also, again, if you have friends over, even if you have a resident living on your island using another account on your Switch, that'll grab you some more points. Of course, I don't want to do that. You know, I'm probably gonna eventually make a second account for like a hotel, because I mentioned that before, but not right now, because I don't know where I would put it, and I'm not just shoving it somewhere just so I can get more for the fishing tourney. Like, yeah, I really don't like the way Nintendo made it, like, so that you have to spend like almost 3 hours to just get the bronze. No, not to get the bronze trophy and to get all 13 unique items. You basically have to spend over 2 hours to get all that stuff, because it takes a while. And to actually do that, it's super boring, not fun at all, like fishing for so long. So, yeah. I do wish they gave you more points. Like, let's say you get 5 over 5 fish, and then you get 3 points. Instead of an additional 2, you get an additional 3. Like, just something small, so that it cuts out, like, half an hour, or like an hour of time that you have to spend. And then the amount of time that's reduced when you have friends over is ridiculous. Because it's like an extra 5 points or something. So it's like, you spend 2 hours by yourself, and then you might spend like less than 30 minutes if you have friends over or something. It's crazy. Like, I feel like that's not balanced at all. But yeah, that covers the fishing tourney, the items you can get, how to basically do it. It's a general guide, and I'm going to be grabbing all the other stamps when those fishing tourney comes, just by participating like once, maybe a few times if I want some items. But yeah, now that I've done it once, it's out of the way, I don't have to bother with it again. So thank you guys so much for watching this episode of Animal Crossing New Horizons. Kind of a shorter one, kind of one that's not as interesting, but I'm trying to cover all the events and whatnot in the game. So with that, I will see you guys in the next episode. We will most likely, I'm pretty sure, cover the Cherry Blossom items. So see you guys then.